Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a soft glam moment, a beat, a slay. So let's get into it. So right now I am using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer and placing that underneath my eyebrows. I am about to clean up underneath my eyebrows and have them all nice and sharp. And after we have finished cleaning up underneath our brows, I'm going to get a brush and blend out that concealer because I'm not leaving it like that. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. You can just start placing your eyeshadow base on your lids and start doing your eyeshadow, but I like to clean up underneath my brows, so that's what I'm going to do. I don't do the top of my brows because I don't like that whole halo looking brow situation. No, that's not for me. So right now I'm going back in with that same concealer and I'm placing that all over my eyelids to use it as a eyeshadow base or primer, as they say, for the look that I'm going to do today. So now I'm tapping that concealer out so I'd have a smoother transition when I am ready to apply my eyeshadows. So now that we got that all nice and blended, I am going to be using the colouredraine eyeshadow palettes today, and I'm using the Smoke Show and Beauty Rust palettes to create my look today. And this is what the inside of these palettes looks like. It is so gorgeous. I love the tones. So now I'm going in with that reddish brown shade. I think this is from the Beauty Rush palette that I'm using this color from. And I'm going to pack that all over my eyelids. But before I do that, I'm going to switch the brush out because you can tell, look at my face, that brush was poking my eyeballs. So we had to get rid of that. No, we can't have brush poking us. So I'm just packing in that shade to build it up to the desired pigmentation that I want. And after I'm finished placing that where I want it and getting the pigmentation, I am going to start blending it out. So just build to the pigmentation, and now we are blending. So now I'm going to add that dark brown. I think this is from the Smoke Show palette, and I'm going to put that in my crease. This is gonna be our second color. The first color was our transition, and this one is going to be in our crease. So as you see, I'm just packing that color out. I'm not blending it because you see how harsh it's looking. So you just want to keep packing. Now we're kind of blending out, so those two colors can mesh together and you don't see where one color starts and one color stops. We don't want that. We want to have a smooth transition. So now I'm using the ColourPop eye pencil. This is in a dark brown shade, and I'm going to be lining my lash line. And after I finish lining my lash line, I'm going to use that same darker brown that we placed in our crease. I'm going to tap that over the liner and begin to smoke it out. So here I'm just tapping that brown shade. So the look we're doing today, it can be like an everyday soft glam moment. You can take it up a notch. You can use all mattes, you can use all shimmers to create this look. So now I'm going back and blending that out because I don't want to leave that line so harsh. I want a more smoked out look on the outer corner of my eyes. So after we finish smoking that out, I'm going to go in, I think it's the Smoke Show palette. It has almost like a nudish color in there, and I'm going to be placing that on the blank space on my eyes that I didn't put any shadow on. So now I'm going to be taking the Everyday Girl Cosmetics eyelashes, and bam, she's on. These lashes are so pretty. It's more of a natural fluffy look lashes, or wispy lashes for me. It may not be natural to you guys, but to me it's more natural. So I'm going to go in with the Ole Henriksen moisturizer and put back some moisture in my skin, because after I finish doing my eyes, I like to go in with a makeup wipe and clean up any fallout that got on my face. So I'm going to put back some moisturizer in my skin, and I'm also going to be putting some eye cream underneath my eye, so when I put my concealer underneath there, it's not dry and cracky. I'm using the Ole Henriksen face primer. This is the Banana Brightening Primer. It is so good. I love this primer. So I'm placing that on my face and rub it in with my hands. As you can see, it kind of gives you like a glow almost to the skin. I'm going in with the NARS Natural Radiant Foundation in Macao and begin to put that all over my face. But first, I got some foundation in my lashes, so I had to clean that bad boy off. I was like, oh no, why you have to get in my lashes? So I'm just taking a makeup wipe and cleaning my lashes off. And now we're back to the blending. So we're just blending that foundation into our skin. So I'm gonna go back in with that same concealer, Too Faced Born This Way concealer in Butterscotch, and I'm going to place that underneath my eyes, my nose, my chin, and my forehead. But for this shade, I'm just using it to conceal. I'm not using it to brighten. It's just to conceal, and then I'm going to go in with a different shade to give me a little more brightness underneath the eyes. So now that we place that concealer everywhere that we want to, I am going to start blending it out on my chin, my forehead, and underneath my eyes and the bridge of my nose. It's nothing like putting concealer underneath your eyes and watching all those bags up underneath your eyes disappear. Favorite part of doing makeup is putting concealer. Actually, doing my base is my favorite part. Let me know what's your favorite part of doing your makeup. And what's your least favorite part? I hate doing brows. Brows is my least favorite part. I wish those things could just be ready for when I'm ready to do my makeup. So now that we got the under eye all blended to perfection, I'm going to go in with the Fenty matchstick in espresso, and I'm going to use that all over my face. Well, actually to cover underneath my cheekbones, along my forehead, so I can bring back some shadow into my skin, because we are looking very flat right now. So this matchstick would help bring back some shadow into our skin to give us that sun-kissed bronzy look, like we was on the beach tanning. So I'm just blending that out. So after I'm finished blending that out, I'm going to go back in with another shade of the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I'm not sure of the shade name. I would have it linked in the description down below. This is a newer concealer to me. I got this concealer actually in my BoxyCharm, and I started using it and I fell in love with it. So I'm just blending out my chin, the bridge of my nose, underneath my eyes and forehead. So I'm highlighting. So I'm bringing light towards the center of my face. So when blending your under eye concealer, you want to make sure and look up to get all the little creases underneath your eyes. So when you're ready to set with powder, you want to have those creases. So just make sure and blend it out smoothly. So after we get that all blended nice and smooth, I'm going to go back in with the Too Faced Born This Way setting powder and begin to set underneath my eyes. So everywhere that I put that concealer to bring light to my face, I'm going to set. So underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and my chin. and above my lip. So I just set underneath my eyes. I don't bake. I don't like how that looks underneath my eyes when I bake. It makes it look so old and dry. I don't like that. So I just take the powder and pat it in until it dissolves. So now that we got all the areas set that we want, I'm going to go back in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear powder, and I'm going to tap that powder lightly all over my face just to set the outer part of my face. As you can see, I'm tapping, I'm not swiping, because you do not want to disturb the base underneath your face, so just tap. So after I'm finished tapping my face, I'm going to go in with the crayoncase contour book, and I'm using that darkest shade to the bottom. It's called Bobby. And I'm going to use that to set the areas that I want to bring shadow to my face. So everywhere that I put that Fenty matchstick, I'm going to set it with that color. And you want to go in with a very light hand with that color, that shade, because it is very pigmented. Very pigmented. So I had to do a little snack break, and now we're back to the eyes. I am finishing up underneath my eyes. The same shades that I use on my top lid for my crease, that's what I did underneath my eyes. So let me tell you this. Every time I put something down on my makeup desk, I could never find it, and I would just put it down. This is my face right now looking for the cover for the ColourPop brown eye pencil that I use. I could not find it anywhere. Don't you get frustrated when that happens? You now rest it down and you cannot find it. So now I'm going to go in with that lighter matte shade from, I think it's from the Smoke Show palette, that same palette that I'm holding in my arm, to give me some inner corner highlight. I'm setting my face with a MAC Fix Plus setting spray. So now I'm going to go in with blush. I also got this blush from my BoxyCharm. It's a newer brand to me. So I'm taking that shade that I'm pointing at, and I'm going to put that on my cheekbones. It's a pretty blush though, and it's very pigmented. I was pleasantly surprised. I will be using this more in my videos. So after we finish putting that blush on, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill highlighter, the Flare palette, and I'm going to put that on top of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, everywhere that I want to highlight. So if you want to highlight your whole entire face, go ahead, sis. Just put that highlighter all over your face. But I'm going to be a little extra with it, and I'm going to go on top of that with the amrezy highlighter as well. You can never have too much highlighter on your face, let me just tell you. So now I'm lining my lips with a MAC Chestnut lip pencil. So for all my brown girls, my chocolate girls, MAC, chestnut, and cork is your go-to to line your lips for them nudes, honey. So now I'm going to go in with this colouredraine lip lacquer. I will have the shade listed down below. And then I'm going to go in with another one of colouredraine liquid lipstick and put that on top of it, because I was going for a more pinky nude, and that first shade was a little too brownish color. So I did use the Dose of Color lip gloss in collab with Desi and Katie. I think this is Over the Top lip gloss, and I'm a glossy girl, so I'm always gonna use gloss. And this is the finished look, you guys. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, follow, turn on the bell notification, because you do not want to miss what your girl have coming next. And I will definitely catch you guys in the next one. Bye.